The last part to the Dragster car assembly that we'll be doing later is a wheel. Now you only need to make one wheel. We'll put multiple copies into our assembly. So at this point, if you're starting a wheel, you should have completed the car and the axle. To start the wheel, we're going to go to New, Standard, Inches, IPT, and Create. Now, our wheel is going to start with a new sketch. We're going to go here to our XY plane, and the wheel is 1 1/8 inches in outside diameter, and at the center it has a hole for the axle that is 1 1/8. So we're going to start with those dimensions and work from there. So we're going to start here first with a circle to the outside and a smaller circle. When you put the smaller circle in, make sure you select the center point of the first circle. That creates 2 concentric circles sharing the same center. Outside circle, this is going to be 1 1/8 inches in diameter, and our inside circle is going to be just 1/8 inch in diameter for our axle. Okay, now this is just our basic drawing. We're going to go from here with it. Let's add one more circle, and that's going to form the outside of our hub. Now you notice there I didn't get that concentric, so we're going to restart it and make sure we have those centers lined up. On this one, what I want to do is I want to dimension the distance between the circle that's now green and our inner circle. And here what I'm looking for is a distance of 1/16 of an inch. Okay, that will form our hub for our wheel. Okay, we're going to finish that sketch. What we're going to do is we're going to extrude a few of these sections. Also here in a second show you how to do return visibility to a sketch. So first we're going to extrude this outside circle. This is a fairly narrow wheel. We're going to make this 1/8 of an inch. And OK. Now you notice our inside circle has disappeared. What we're going to do is we're going to return to extrusion 1, expand it, and then here on sketch 1 we're going to click Share Sketch. That will allow us to use our sketch twice. Now we're going to extrude that intersection, except this is going to stick out a little farther. It's going to form the hub for our wheel and give us some strength as it attaches to the axle, and that's going to be 1/4 of an inch. Now I need to watch because over here it has already selected the cut option for us, and we need to switch it back to the add option. So we're going to do that. There we go. Now if we rotate this, I think we've had that pretty well put together. Okay, at this point we're going to go to sketch 1 and turn it off. We had shared it, turned it back on. At this point we don't need to see it anymore. Okay, there's our wheel and hub. We're going to add a little detail here around it that we would see when we put these wheels onto our car. Now the detail is up to you, but it's going to give us an opportunity to practice a circular pattern. So first thing we'll do is we're going to start a new sketch here. Now on this sketch, somewhere inside this space, we're going to create openings. If you think of a lot of wheels have either spokes or they have a pattern that goes around it, and we're going to create something like that. What you create is up to you. I'm going to come in here and use a couple sets of arcs and create I don't know, something like this. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we're going to finish that. We're going to make the little kind of crescent moon wheel. We're going to finish that sketch. And what we're going to do is we're going to extrude just that section. We're going to cut it out and see what it looks like. Okay, that creates an opening in our wheel. Now, so far that opening is just that. What we can do next is use what's called a circular pattern. We're going to select that opening we just created, and then we're going to grab an axis. So selecting the rotation axis option, we're going to click on the center hub. You notice a preview of this pattern going around the real wheel. Right now we have 6. We'll increase that to 8. Maybe even 9. Yeah, let's go with 9. And we're going to go with OK. Okay, now we've got a pattern rotating around our wheel. The pattern you create is up to you, but that allows us to do a couple things. It allows us to save weight and maybe add a little bit of a design to the wheel. Alright, last thing we might do is add some rounded corners to this using the fillet option. Fillet creates a rounded edge. Here our fillet is much too big. We're going to change that to a 0.05 and apply it to both edges. And click OK. Okay, that's a basic wheel, similar to the ones that we'll be putting onto your dragster. When we make the dragster, they'll be made out of black plastic. So we're going to go down here and find a glossy black option for that wheel. There we go. Alright, that's the wheel. With all your files, make sure you save it. Select Save As. Make sure you're in the same folder as your dragster car. And this is Dragster Wheel. And save. Okay, once you've completed the save of those three parts, you'll be ready for the assembly. We'll deal with that in a later class.